Hello, everybody, and welcome to our IWC Radio paper review show of the Survivor Series Best of the Best. Joining me this evening, the full crowd here. Beans, Chucks, and Will, how's it going?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
I'm going to kick off with one of these because I'm thirsty.
Jesus Christ.
That was volatile.
Yeah, right? Went everywhere. Hey.
That's all I can do.
I'm going to join in this week as well. Oh, I went wrong.
That also sounded volatile.
Shit.
I haven't got one.
Cracked up in the can there.
Oh.
You guys, opening them with your teeth? Like, what is that? Like,
No, I wanted a bit of a change, and I was in, where was I? Poundland, I think, one of the budget shops. And they had 2 for £1 giant cans of Iron Brew. So I figured, you know what? Yeah, I'll go northern for the day.
I've heard that stuff is disgusting.
I haven't had one for nearly 20 years now, I think, and it's okay.
They've taken all the sugar levels out of it, haven't they now?
Apparently not. It tastes like they have, but apparently they haven't. So, the worst of both worlds.
Oh, God.
Yeah, apparently, Iron Brew Extra.
Yeah.
And your token light version that you think it might be.
Yeah, I don't know what the extra is,
Yeah,
because there's less of...
Is it just the old Iron Brew?
Near enough, yeah, pretty much.
The old one? What, did the old one not have sugar?
Oh, right. Has it now got sugar in the extra?
I think extra is the one with no sugar.
Oh, right, okay.
Apparently the real old one was made with steel.
Yeah, it's true. It was melted down steel girders.
Yeah. Somehow I don't think that's allowed anymore. But...
Bloody EU, I'm so glad we're getting out.
Oh, man.
I'm on traditional classic Coca-Cola.
I'm kind of jealous now.
Cherry Pepsi over here.
£7 for a case of 24 in Iceland.
Nice.
There you go. That's my bargain of the week.
And I'm here supping on oxygen.
I've
I've got some hand sanitizer. I suppose I could drink that.
Some of them do smell like just
alcohol in it, I think.
Yeah.
Well, Donald Trump says it's all right, doesn't he?
No, we're not getting it.
Look what happened to him. He's fine.
He's fine. He wasn't on oxygen at all. According to that press conference where they just didn't answer the question.
Yeah.
Not today.
Yeah, he hasn't been on it today.
Jeez.
Sorry for the late start, by the way. I went to bed late, and before I went to bed, I took the dog out, and when I was walking the dog, we were going by like the side of the trailer here, and I noticed on the fringing where like the siding meets the bottom part of the, I guess, the foundation, if you will, or something. I really don't know how to describe it. It's weird, but anyway, I noticed some icicles coming from what would be the kitchen sink area, and I was like, huh. I know it's cold, but it's not that cold to be having icicles and having it be, this much of icicles here. And yeah, it turns out there was just like a major leak problem going on, and people have been in and out trying to fix it. Going so much for about 20 minutes now. Somebody, I think, arrived and tried to caulk up the one drain. So we pulled everything out, just getting everything dried. It's been a day. Let's put it that way.
Oh, God.
So that's why I was late. It's happened at around like this morning, and then I only recently got up about like 40 minutes ago. So I'm still kind of like foggy-headed here a little bit. So, yeah. Anyway, that's been my day.
Well, I hope they fix it.
Yeah, I think it should be sorted now. I hope. If
That's
not,
good.
what the fuck? How are you guys doing? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Nothing to tell you this week.
Oh, okay.
Literally nothing has happened to me.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of personal stories either. I was COVID tested again today.
Oh.
Swab in the mouth, swab up the nose.
Mm.
All of my other ones have come back negative, or as Trump would say, positive towards a negative result.
God.
Wasn't that an episode of The Simpsons where he got the HIV test or something and it was negative and they thought that they were going to die?
I'm sorry, your test results are negative.
Yeah, I thought that meant that they had it.
No,
It
that's
was
good.
like something like that anyway, but...
Yeah, they all come back negative. Yeah, I'm starting to doubt it's even a real thing, you know.
Oh my God.
I just wanted to hear Smoot say, "Oh God," like he does. Got to do it occasionally.
Well,
You an anti-vaxxer?
I've pushed the limits of like feeling comfortable this week in relation to being in COVID environments.
Oh yeah.
Because Jack burnt his finger, or two of his fingers,
Oh no.
the other night, and we ended up having to get him checked, and he ended up going through 2 different hospitals and getting a guided tour through the bloody hospitals because everyone was saying, no, go there, no, go there, no, go there. So yeah, you know, in the middle of a pandemic, you really want to be walking around the hospital constantly. So yeah, so a little bit of a stressful end of the week, but everything's okay. Jack's all right. So
Well, that's good to hear. I last week you guys sprung upon me that we were having a pay-per-view that weekend, and then I completely forgot about that as well this week that we have to talk about it. So I guess we have to let me load up the spreadsheet here and get the papers and all that stuff
All right.
going, and
Let's do it.
gotta find the music
I
here.
guess you all watched it then.
I did watch it.
Yeah.
Yes. I just didn't see the. Well, actually, no. I did. I think I caught the battle royale.
oh, I missed the
Yes.
battle royal.
Okay.
I made sure to catch it. I was a little late, but I went back to watch it because it's a battle royal, and you know,
Yeah.
it's probably going to be the most fun thing on the show.
Yeah.
Was it?
No. Miz won.
Towards the end, only because of the prediction game, it did get kind of interesting towards the end.
It did. It did. Because, well, I mean, Dominic, I thought it was a joke of a guess, but Chuck's, I mean, he saw something in him to where
I was
he
onto something.
Yeah, he was in the final 4.
He was in the final 2.
Mm-hmm.
He should have won. He was screwed at the end.
Absolutely agree.
Yeah.
Chad should have won.
Chad should have won. So before the show, they actually released a graphic after we made our predictions, but before the pre-show, they showed who was going to be in the battle royal. And Beans and Will, you changed your guesses, right? I think Beans had Big E and changed it to Jeff Hardy. Will had someone and changed to Chad Gable.
Mansoor.
Mansoor. Yeah, that's right. It's Mansoor. Because why not?
Why not, indeed.
So
annual win, isn't it, this year?
Yeah, it's true.
yeah, I'll come back to Sally. So at the end, I won't bother going through the whole thing, but I mean, we are doing the prediction game now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. So we're starting with the pre-show. towards the end, there was a spot where Miz was thrown over and just about rolled back in before then being kicked out. So the referee had said that he was safe, but it looked kind of like
It
he had
looked
gone out.
honestly dodgy. Like, it didn't look like a full roll-in.
Yeah.
We needed VAR. We needed some video refereeing to have a look at that, see if he'd crossed the line. But
Yeah,
other
that
than
cross
Miz, the final four, the other final four, were Elias, Jeff Hardy, Chad Gable, and Dominic Mysterio. All four of our guesses.
line. Yeah.
That is
How
pretty mad.
unique was
Actually.
that?
That's crazy.
That is actually, yeah, that is ridiculous.
That's crazy.
So that is something. Yeah.
And none of us won.
No.
I mean, technically, Dominic would have won if it wasn't for the Miz.
Yeah. So no points for anyone because the Miz stole it. I didn't even think Miz was going to be in it. I thought he was going to cash in.
Yeah, what was the point of him being in that?
He didn't cash in. This was his appearance.
Like, hey, I'm here. I'm just gonna win this pointless battle royal and have sex with Maurice or whatever. Like,
There you go.
okay, big
I
whoop.
missed that promo.
That was his post-match promo.
I have to start watching these pre-shows.
I feel like I should correct myself, by the way. Mansoor has had his annual win.
Oh, has he?
Did he?
It seems like it was like about 20 years ago, but we did actually have a Saudi show this year.
Oh yeah, before the pandemic hit. Yeah.
Just before the pandemic hit, and he did actually win. He beat Dolph Ziggler. So,
Super Showdown. He beat Dolph Ziggler
Did-
in the end of February.
yeah.
I don't remember that. Probably because it was against Ziggler.
I don't remember that because it was in Saudi Arabia.
That too.
So that means he has over a year now to get his next win.
He does.
He got that one in nice and early. Doesn't have to worry about it for another 22 months, and then he's gonna get it by next Christmas when it all clears up.
I hope so.
I hope so. I miss my annual Mansoor win. So right, bad pre-show for a pretty good pre-show for us, really, but no points. Main show opened with the 5-on-5 men's Survivor Series match. Team Raw. Who's Omos? Who's Omos?
That's the bodyguard for AJ Styles.
Oh, right, they're calling him Omos. Yeah, Jordan. I knew it was Jordan. The giant dude.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Why wasn't he in the battle royale? Like, goddamn.
I don't know.
I have to admit, because obviously I've not watched properly for ages, I did wonder what the fuck was going on when AJ Styles came out and that guy came walking out behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big dude. He was a ninja, you know.
He was a ninja?
He was a ninja. Because, you know, you sign that guy, you think, what are we going to do with him? Dress him up as a ninja, obviously.
Oh dear.
That's where they went with that. And then he stopped being a ninja, and then he was a doorman for Raw Underground.
Yeah.
Which makes more sense. And then Raw Underground just disappeared. So now he's AJ's bodyguard. It's been an interesting year for Jordan Omos. Team Raw won. They just destroyed Team SmackDown completely. Seth Rollins sacrificed himself for the greater good.
Yeah, what was up with that?
He just didn't want to work. Hello. AJ beat Kevin Owens. Riddle, just Riddle, beat King Corbin.
Fucking Riddle.
Just
That
Riddle.
it just sounds ridiculous. Here comes
Yeah.
Riddle.
Yeah. Also, that thing that they said they don't want him to be Googleable for his, court stuff. Search for Riddle WWE. First thing is Matt Riddle on Wikipedia. Second is Riddle on WWE.com. Third thing, Candy Cartwright sues Matt Riddle.
Plus, also, it'd help if his tights didn't actually say Matt Riddle on them.
Yeah.
Or something. His jacket still said Matt Riddle on it.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, someone
noticed
said
that.
Matt Riddle.
There's another one. It's on AEW. They've renamed Will Hobbs.
Yeah, Powerhouse
Now
Hobbs.
Powerhouse Hobbs. But his gear still says Will Power on it.
Yeah.
So,
I think they're working on it, so...
yeah. Haven't updated the wardrobe yet. So Riddle beat Corbin, Strowman beat Otis, Keith Lee beat Jey Uso. So every one of the Team Raw guys pinned one guy each, and they were all survivors at the end. Clean sweep. SmackDown. Bad year last year, and it's starting off bad this year. Although, saying that, there was a draft like 3 weeks ago or something ridiculous. Miz, who won the Battle Royal, was on SmackDown. Sheamus, AJ, Riddle, and Braun Strowman were all on SmackDown. Keith Lee's only just been called up, so none of these guys are Raw guys, in my mind.
Yeah,
You're still not getting a point.
Oh god, I did predict SmackDown. Oh man.
That was why I've been laughing from the beginning.
I thought I was looking at the women's Survivor Series.
Wah, wah.
Okay, point for Smoot, point for Beans.
Yeah.
Predicted the,
Probably the only one I'm
Raw
gonna get.
domination.
I thought it was weird how they just totally ignored all the build-up to the fact that Team Raw weren't supposedly working well together, and they just forgot about that and give them a clean sweep.
Wasn't that the
Well,
story
that-
of both teams on both shows?
Yeah,
All four of the teams were having issues.
I'll show you. Think about it.
Vince's wonderful idea of thinking that he's doing, like crazy booking.
Yeah,
They'll never see it coming.
they all want to be captain, even though being captain doesn't mean anything. And they all want to win these matches, even though winning these matches means nothing.
They all want to be the best of the best.
Yeah. Couldn't even give a win to Jey Uso. He's a loser, and
And why does Michael Cole always just call him Uso?
because he doesn't know which one it is. He's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
all of us.
Yeah. I have
It's
to
been 15
agree.
years. You can't tell them apart.
I have to agree.
I was expecting him halfway through to just call him Oos like he was a member of the family.
Like...
Yeah, so that was the first one. We then went on to the tag team champion versus champion match, where the Street Profits from SmackDown beat Raw's New Day. Again, Raw guys were SmackDown. They both just switched brands. So this may as well have been a Raw win. It's actually a SmackDown win, and it just... who cares?
Yeah. That's why I said last week, like, they gotta move this to, like, make it more important towards the draft. Rather than just, people are just fighting together, interbranded, once a year, yada yada yada. Doesn't matter.
Do the draft
again,
just after
nothing-
WrestleMania.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you could just make the draft after Survivor Series, and whichever program wins gets most picks and stuff.
There you go.
It'll always be Raw. Because they need
'Cause
more
it-
picks, because they're the
Because
longest
it's 17 hours long every fucking week.
Yeah.
and because it's just always them anyway.
It would be. I mean, even so, it would be better than nothing on the line, which is what this was all for.
I mean, fucking hell, even Undertaker won that fucking pyramid trophy thing in Saudi Arabia, for God's sake.
Oh yeah.
Wonder what you did with that. That's pride of
Fucking
place.
threw
on
it.
his,
Threw it into a plane engine. That's why they were stuck on runway for a day. Use this as a break.
Street Profits win. That's a point for me. Excellent. Happy with that.
Can I just say about how ridiculous it was, Street Profits doing that promo before the match?
I almost picked them, by the way.
What did they do? I can't remember.
Fucking, I don't know how he doesn't lose his voice, that fucking Montez Ford.
Montez, yeah.
He was there with his little half Prince, half Undertaker get up. But yeah, it was just like, Jesus. I thought you've got to go out and do a match after that.
It was this one where he just started shouting the best, the best, the best,
Yeah.
the best over and over, wasn't it? Gimmick infringement.
Yeah.
Fucking brain aneurysm just watching it. So intense, it's ridiculous.
It's great though. Need a few guys like that.
Oh god, yeah, like, you can't argue the passion. It's like,
He's energetic. He's got something.
And it makes you want to see Street Profits versus Santana and Ortiz.
Yeah, one day. Building up now, like the Young Bucks and the Revival did 4 years ago. One day they'll meet. Big E came out with a new day. That was cool.
Yeah, that was nice.
We'll see that at pay-per-views occasionally.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's just a bit where they showing the clip from Gears of War.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. First of all, why?
I feel like they should have won because of that, because he, came out in full cosplay gear.
The outfits are pretty good, yeah. I don't get why they're in the game, but...
Yeah, I don't know why either.
yeah, I was going to say, it's like the absolute opposite of any kind of semblance of what Gears of War's about. To come out with guys wearing fucking every Looney Tune colour they can, fucking shouting about positivity, while they're smashing your head in with some firework hammer.
I haven't played Gears of War since the first one, but all I remember about it was how grey it was. It was the greyest game I've ever played.
The first one, yeah, it was quite... Yeah. It's like that episode of Game of Thrones where you couldn't tell what the fuck were going on all the way through it.
Yeah.
They did get brighter after that,
yeah, a little bit.
Just because they
the
they
second
went
one,
all Hollywood.
The second one started you off like in SpongeBob, where you had there's this big giant worm. I don't know if you've ever seen that episode of SpongeBob.
I haven't.
Okay. Well, never mind.
I'm an adult.
So never mind.
Adults
Watch SpongeBob.
Do you know, you just reminded me when we was in hospital this week with Jack. We was in the children's ward, and they had the ceiling tiles. They'd obviously taken them down so that they could decorate them, and they'd drawn SpongeBob on one of them. And I said to him, "What's that?" And he's never watched SpongeBob, so he just looked at it and he just went, "Cheese." I know, just like, that's brilliant.
You know
now
what?
known.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Just like cheese.
I have to agree.
But yep, fair dues.
Also, it did make me think, looking at the New Day in Gears of War, I think I actually said this on Twitter, it made me think what a WWE game might look like if it was made by a decent developer.
I was thinking that with Batista in it, and now the New Day in. It seems like all the wrestlers are just jumping to a game that isn't going to be shit.
We're gonna get some. I'm still not hopeful whatever this 2K21 is gonna be like.
Well, what's the story with it? Because obviously they went with the Battlegrounds, didn't they, for this year? The silly, cartoony game.
Apparently that was already planned a while ago. 2K20 was planned, but then after last year they kind of abandoned it.
They booted it into touch after they found out that nothing worked in it.
And apparently they were redoing it from the ground up, which is another reason why they decided to take this year off.
good.
But then there's been no news since. I don't know about there's going to be another update, but
I think they're probably thinking no news is good news at this stage.
yeah. But then they did also say that even though it's probably going to be coming out next year, well, it probably will be now unless it's out in the next 4 weeks. Even though it's going to be out next year, it won't actually be on the new consoles, which I think is already a bit of a downer.
Yeah.
Eh? How can it not be on the new
Exactly.
consoles?
It would have to be. They can't.
I mean, it'll
not.
play
not
on,
release it.
but it'll play on them as if it's the old console.
Yeah,
won't it?
it's going to
It's
be
like
made
an emulation.
current, yeah.
So they really thought that.
So, don't know, maybe something else will happen between now and then, and they'll decide to abandon this project and totally start again on the new ones.
Yeah, and they'll do a horrendous port over to the new gen, and it'll be absolutely
Yeah.
horrific. Full of bugs. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I hear if you build a wrestling game from the ground up, it looks like Randy Orton.
Yeah.
It's just everyone is Randy Orton.
Yeah.
They're all create a wrestler templates.
Just Orton.
It's just him.
Is it different types of Orton? Like, different stages of his career?
Nope.
Or
Nope.
just
Just
one
nope.
Orton?
It's
Just
all
the
copy
one.
and pasted.
the Paddy
60
version,
of him.
angry version, rude version.
What was
Rude
next?
version. I'd like to see a Rick Rude version with a mustache.
It's just Randy Orton with a mustache, yeah.
Yeah, just that.
Does
I'm
he
sure
have
he's
any
had a
kind of-
mustache at one point.
He's had a beard.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah, he grew the full beard,
Yeah.
not just a mustache. Not even in November.
No?
Randy Orton doesn't seem the type that thinks that for a certain month I'm going to grow a mustache for a worthy charitable cause. Comes across
No.
as the one that just looks at it and goes, fuck that.
You're thinking of early 2000s Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Current Randy Orton's a nice guy, apparently.
Is he?
Apparently he's,
Huh.
he works for all the kids and tells them all what to do. And that sounds wrong. You know what I mean?
So wrong.
So you're telling me
Sound
it's
like a
slave
nice
labour?
girl.
You watched my fucking car yet?
God. What was next after New Day and Street Profits? I forget.
Oh, it was the easily the match of the night. This was Sami Zayn running away from Bobby Lashley for 7 minutes, and then Lashley beating him with one move. It was awesome.
No Cesaro, no Nakamura, nothing.
Nothing. No friends. No friends. Sami Zayn. Just got beaten by the full Lashley. That's
The full
That-
Lashley.
Yeah,
the full Lashley. Yeah.
that's what they call the full Nelson from Bobby Lashley. It's the full
They
Lashley.
don't call it the full
They
Lashley.
legitimately do. Yes.
Well, they did. They've changed it again now. It was the full Nelson, then it was the full Lashley. Now it's the Hurt Lock.
I like the hair lock. It's a bit better, I think.
Marginally better than the full Lashley.
Oh, Jesus.
Next, it's just going to be called the Ouch Move.
Ouch.
Yeah,
I like the ouch.
Because that's what Hurt Lock reminds me of. It's like, oh, this thing just calls you a pain, and just you're in a lock of some kind.
That's a submission move. That's what Jake Hager, the Big Hurt, should call his ankle lock.
The Ouch Lock.
Yeah. If he's going to call himself the Big Hurt, then he might as well call it the ouch lock.
Yeah,
I thought you call it the swaggy.
The swaggy. It's delicious. So a point for me, point for Will on Lashley there. No win for Zayn. What are they doing with Lashley? He beats everyone in the mid card, but doesn't ever go anywhere, doesn't ever move up.
That's how you know you're in the mid card.
But why is he in the mid card if he beats everyone? He's obviously better than this.
Yeah, he is.
He's got a mid-card title to prove it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose he did lose to McIntyre a couple of times.
I'm still waiting for
Yeah,
Lashley
didn't
versus
they kind of
Lesnar.
try him in the title picture when he first come back? It didn't kind of work out.
Not when he first came back, because he was just hanging around with Strowman for a while. And
That's right, yeah.
Lashley.
yeah. And then he had Leo Rush, yeah. We had a
Hey,
couple of
Bob.
matches with McIntyre. Yeah, bent over a few times. Yeah.
Show him your glue.
You'll never guess Leo Rush, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was interviewed on a podcast recently. I didn't hear it, but I've seen a report of it. This is going to come as quite a shock to you. You're never going to guess whose idea that whole show as your glutes thing was.
Vince McMahon.
Yep.
Oh, I guessed it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Steph.
No,
I just like looking at his ass.
Vince McMahon telling grown adults to put in people's asses, you know.
That's his favourite pose.
Anyway, carry on.
I'm
I've
just
got this
reminded.
image now of like Vince looking at stock photos of wrestlers,
Yeah,
like profile shots, are going, I wonder what his glutes are like.
I'm just reminded of the Mr.
that's how he
McMahon
sounds,
ass
people.
cartoon. Mr.
Ass
McMahon
cartoon.
and his ass. It's a nice looking ass.
Yeah. There you go, that ass cartoon. That's great.
I wouldn't think that happened.
Was.
Until he got sued by Assy McGee. God, what were we talking about? Bobby Lashley.
And
Remember,
that.
and his ass.
That conversation went longer than that match, and it was far more entertaining.
Yeah.
And I'm going to extend it a little bit by asking, remember after the two losses, or maybe between the two losses to Drew McIntyre, MVP was managing Lashley, and he told McIntyre that when he loses the belt, it'll be because of him. MVP's mission was to cost Drew McIntyre the belt.
So good. Yeah.
Is MVP not a good guy now, though?
He might be, I don't know, but that's gone nowhere.
Plot hole.
They'll bring it up for a match before MVP like officially retires.
Yeah, MVP's too good for WWE. I'm sorry. Like, that guy, he's a smart dude, and I don't know. He's probably with WWE so that he can get paid well, which, I mean, kudos to him for that. But I mean, his talent and whatnot is beyond that, I feel. So I just
Yeah, I agree, but I don't know, if he went to AEW and did this gimmick with this stable, I think it's too similar to what Taz is doing.
Yeah, I guess. The stuff that Taz is doing is a better job, I feel.
Yeah.
And I mean, we can kind of discuss that a little bit later, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like it would be. I think it would have more legs in AEW than what is going on in WWE right now. With
Well, the storylines would actually move.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't think Lashley would be stuck in the mid card or whatever, you know, as you pointed out.
No, and they wouldn't just be beating the same 4 Dark Order guys over and over and over and over and over.
It's true.
So yeah, Lashley beat Sami Zayn. That was it. And then we had champion versus champion, women's champions. Sasha Banks actually beat Asuka.
Ugh.
That's a point for Beans.
Yeah, this is
not
where
a
I
point
just
for
wanted to
Will,
turn
who
the
thought
show
it was going
off.
to be a no contest.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought Carmella might have got involved somewhere, but
same.
Mm-hmm.
she had a day off on Sunday by the looks of it.
Yeah, I just
Good match though.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
alright. I mean, just the wrong person winning.
Yeah.
Sasha needed it.
But like most of the things on this card, there was no real point to it.
Yeah.
It's definitely true.
Hence the reason why Asuka could lose.
Mm.
This also brought the total standings to Raw 3, SmackDown 2.
See, that annoys me. They didn't even do that. They could have at least made something out of the score.
Right.
But they didn't
Why
even
did
bother to
Miz
do
need
that.
to win in the pre-show? Could have given it to Dominic Mysterio on SmackDown.
Yeah.
But you know, it would have made something out of the other matches. You know, can SmackDown tie it up, or can they go one ahead? You know,
They
something.
could have tied it up in this match, the 5-on-5 Women's Survivor Series, but they didn't. So Raw wins their 4th match of the night to SmackDown's 2. It's over before the main event.
As usual.
That mean Raw win the Bragging Rights Trophy.
I think so.
Great.
Anyone knows where that is. So this was a little more back and forth. We had some stuff going on. Peyton pinned Bailey. That was strange.
What's happened to the Iconics, by the way?
They split up in the draft.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
They split up before that. They lost a match and they had to split.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
To the Riot Squad, who had only just reformed.
Yeah.
They had, I think it was a
Right.
pre-show match, and someone at some point decided whoever loses this one can't be a team anymore. Iconics lost. They immediately regretted it because they would just show up hanging around together, saying, "We're still friends, we're just not a team." And then they got split in the draft.
God.
You know, obviously that was something they had in the works for a long time.
Apparently Vince sees more in... I want to get these mixed up now. Is it Peyton Royce?
Yeah.
On Raw? Yeah. I got it right. Hold on. Apparently he sees more in here than he does the other one.
I wonder why.
A bit shitty on the other one, to be fair. But she's now running around SmackDown with a resume for some reason. Don't understand what she's trying to do.
No, get a job.
Trying to get a
apparently.
job when she apparently already has one. Although, I suppose she is a contractor, isn't she? So.
Yeah, but she can't actually have another job anywhere else.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. She has to get onto Twitch.
Well, I
Cameo.
don't even know if that's worth it these days. So, Peyton beat Bailey, which is just weird. Natalia beat Peyton. Lacey beat Natalia. You can see a pattern here. Shayna beat Ruby Riott. Liv Morgan beat Lacey. Nia Jax beat Liv Morgan. So it's a whole load of these spots where someone pins someone and then gets pinned. Then at the end, Shayna Baszler is DQ'd. Nia Jax and Bianca Belair are counted out, which leaves Lana from Team Raw, who was earlier told just to stand on the stairs and stay out of the way, as the sole survivor.
Yeah, as somebody that's supposed to be the EST of WWE, that had to be the dumbest fucking finish for a Survivor Series match I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, no disrespect to Bianca or Nia or anything like that, but that honest to God was a dumb finish. And Will's the only one that actually predicted this on point here, by the way.
It's true.
That's fine.
He did say Lana was going to be the sole survivor.
Oh, yeah. It was, you could see it coming. I know you guys haven't watched it every week, so I've been putting myself through hell for weeks for this. But,
Paid off.
you could see it coming just because of what they were doing with her. You could see her being... And now she's going to be the big face now. So.
Because she just had that biopic or whatever, that WWE Chronicle thing.
Yeah.
You could see it when they all ganged up on her and told her to, because she tagged herself in and didn't do so great, and then they told her, "You stay over there, you stand there, don't move." That's when you knew that she was going to be winning it. I thought she was actually going to do something to win it, but no, apparently not. This was like the finish that we always talk about around Rumble time. Like, what if number 30 just walks down to the ring and wins?
Yeah.
They did it. So, points for me, Beans, and Will. Smoot thought SmackDown was going to do it.
Yeah, because I thought Nia would just put Lana through the announce table. Sorry.
Wow.
Any bonus points there for calling it exactly as it happened?
No, but you get a lot of credit.
As Chuck would say, no.
It's a good call. Done well.
I would, if I was in charge.
Credits meaningless to me.
I would if I was in charge. Will.
What do you mean if he was in charge? You fucking took a title off me.
I did not.
Now you cost yourself that. Beans screwed Beans.
Still never going to forgive you guys for that.
Yeah, I believe it. I wouldn't either. Then the main event. I thought this was pretty good. Roman Reigns beat Drew McIntyre in the end, champion versus champion, by, I guess he choked out, he passed out. There was some good stuff. I thought this was, I don't know, maybe it's just because I don't watch very much. When I do, things seem like bigger deals, but these guys actually felt like two main eventers.
Yeah,
they were kind of big deal, straightforward wrestlers, kind of alpha male types, I guess. They were just in there to win. Both pretty strong, protected. Felt like a main event. Just crazy. Usually there's at least one of them who's like trying to... Seth Rollins, like, I don't see it. You know, I don't want to watch that guy. Kind of sucks.
Yeah, it was a good match. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. And that was it. Reigns just wins.
Yes.
I picked Drew McIntyre.
You did.
You picked Drew McIntyre.
Why did I do that?
You're probably trying to give SmackDown.
I don't know, because I honest to God, when I was watching it, I was thinking Roman all the way through it. And I don't know why I thought I picked Roman. Oh well. I'm honestly not going to go back to last week's show and listen and find out.
Right, yeah, it's a good one. I'd watch this again if they were to do it sometime down the road. Unfortunately, they've both got to go their separate ways and work with guys who aren't as good.
Well, they kept saying this was they said that on Raw a few times at least. This could have been a WrestleMania caliber match.
World champion versus
who's
world
they?
champion, I should hope so.
I don't know whether they're teasing that as a possibility. They say they quite often it wasn't just a throwaway thing either. So. Who knows?
Well, it looks like Reigns is working with Kevin Owens next.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll enjoy the back and forth verbally in the match between them two, I think.
Well, Owens did a little back and forth with Paul Heyman on Talking Smack.
That was really good though.
That was good.
Yeah.
We might get something out of that feud. Right, so 7 matches in total. Raw wins 5-2. So, right. 2 years in a row, SmackDown just gets screwed. And we all did pretty badly.
Yeah.
Overall. Smoot with a 2. Beans and Will both on a 3. I managed a 4, but,
You take the lead by 1.
Oh, resounding. Yeah, it was just enough. So Beans is behind on 37 out of a total of 57. Smoot and Will both on 38. I'm only ahead on 39. Really close. Anything can happen.
Also, Will accurately predicted the Undertaker celebration where nobody would come out and interrupt him. Which, by the way, what the hell was the point of trotting out all these legends and whatnot?
Can I just say Baldy Shawn Michaels was a good pick?
It was. Yeah.
He was there.
He was there. He was bald.
Well, we don't know. He was wearing a cap.
Yeah, on evidence.
That's true, I guess. But
He might have had hair transplant surgery.
yeah, that's also true.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, like they trot out all these people, including Vince McMahon, the Godwins,
And his ass.
and his ass. That's right, the Godwins, which they had to do up a Titantron for and misspelled the names because they forgot an N. And
Oh, really? It was just the one end and the God.
yeah.
God.
Kane, who looked upset because he had to put a mask on during a pandemic.
It's full gear.
Yeah, his full gear.
Full gear. That was the other show. That was last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. He came out with his whole. He came out as Kane, not Mayor Glenn.
Nope.
And then they all just disappeared into thin air.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just left.
Weirdest part.
The hell was the point? Why would you trot out all
Can
these
I
old
also
people?
say, what the fuck is wrong with Vince?
He's old.
Oh man.
He's old.
No, I don't think he's had some surgery done, that man, and it's not showing well with age.
No, he looked terrible.
He's
He's
old.
the worst I've seen him.
His eyes bugged out and everything. He looked like his cheeks were gonna fall off.
He looks both too old and too young at the same
Yeah.
time. Like the surgery, like you said, it's like the surgery has aged really badly, and like it's not. He's got. It's like it's not. He's too wrinkly or his hair is falling out or anything. He looks fine, but just off. There's something weird about him now.
He literally looks like an old man, and someone behind him has just literally grabbed his ears and pulled them as hard as possible.
Goddamn, pal.
Yeah, he doesn't have the same delivery he used to either. He kind of just mumbles his lines now, and it's just like,
And he said WWF.
He did.
He did,
Back
he threw that
then,
out, yeah.
WWF.
Yeah. Something tells me, you know, it's a sad thing to say, but something tells me I don't think we'll be seeing him on TV again. Not in a live event state like that. I think if you see him again, it'll be, you know, some sort of backstage bit or whatever. But I think,
yeah,
unfortunately, we're getting to that time where I don't think he's got long left. He didn't look like
Oh
he
my
did anyway.
god!
Oh, no, it's natural, isn't it? He's an old man. It's going to happen.
How old is he?
75, isn't he?
76 or something. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was in his early 70s.
It's 70. Yeah, 75. There you go. 75 in August.
Don't get me wrong, I hope he's got years left, but, you know, he's had that
Just
time
not
of
in
life,
wrestling. It's just, he's got a lot of money. He can retire now and do whatever he wants that isn't this. Start up another football promotion.
And sell it.
See if Rock will hire him. Work on the XFL.
Comes on as the lead commentator for the XFL. Welcome!
Or work on Rock's presidential campaign. Never know.
Yeah.
Could be good.
Yeah, was there anything, well, yeah, we can talk about AEW for a bit with the whole,
Did we get in?
Taz
Sorry,
stable.
before we do that,
yeah, go ahead.
did anyone see Raw?
No.
No.
Was Lana put through the announce table?
No, but
Oh, the streak is broken. It's over.
they messed up pretty bad in a tag match.
Ow.
It was I'm trying to remember who was in the match now. It was the Hurt Business and New Day,
Oh.
and they were fighting outside. And
Uh,
since the referees have now been told that they've got to call it as a real
as
sport,
a shoot.
yeah,
That's what you should do.
they got counted out, a double count out if they were outside, and they went to get back in the ring and just missed it, and missed the 10 count,
Huh.
which led to a good couple of minutes where no one seemed to know what the hell was going on. New Day sort of grabbed the belts and tried to sort of run off, which made them look a bit like a heel. It was a bit weird.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels-esque from Survivor Series after the
MVP, fair play to him. He kind of put it all back together again. He got on the mic and said, "We don't want to finish like that. We want to restart." And he kept. It's kind of funny. He kept asking the ref, "Come on, let's restart this match." And he was clearly, the referee was obviously waiting for some sort of cue from the back
Yeah.
of what to do next. But the referee couldn't answer him until he got the answer himself. So, and the commentators didn't have a clue what was going on.
Make him sweat, pal.
I think they were waiting because literally just after they got the okay to start the match, they went to an ad break.
Yeah.
So I think that was confusing them because they didn't know whether to start it after the break or what to do.
Yeah, when you have that situation, when you have that type of situation, it's always best to like, oh, let's just throw it to commercial and we'll figure out what to do from there. You know.
Yeah.
And especially with them in like a closed arena with no fans and whatnot. I mean, you can just make up shit on the fly like that. That's no big deal.
That was the weirdest bit. They said they agreed to restart the match, and they even got what's the announcer's name these days?
What, Tom Phillips?
No, the ring announcer.
Oh,
Tony Chimmel.
No, he's fired.
Chimmel.
Lillian Garcia.
Mike Rome.
Mike
Rome.
Mike Rome, that's the one.
Yeah.
They even got him to say he'd just been informed that this match had been restarted.
Yeah.
And then Tom Phillips threw to the ad break.
Yeah.
And then obviously there must have been, I was watching it on recorded, but so obviously live there would have been about 3 or 4 minutes in between that. And then when they come back after the ad break, the bell rang. So what they were doing for those 3 or 4 minutes, I don't know.
Had to reintroduce everybody.
They were getting bollocked by Vince.
They had to come down the entranceway again.
Vince was out there shouting at them.
Yeah.
You fucking muppets.
The other thing about that, speaking of botches, was
Oh, the Fiend?
No, well, that, but also Commissioner Adam Pearce calling Drew McIntyre Drew McInfart.
What? Drew McIntyre?
Drew McInfart.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, and I thought, was that a joke?
That was great.
That's pretty funny.
How'd you get that? That's like a mind of a 4-year-old kicking in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was that just a really weird slip of the tongue, or was he trying to be a bit sassy and like that's the best he could come up with?
No, he legit
genuinely said it. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me
Awesome.
Let me link it to you here for you. This URL is terrible. Hold on. There you go. That'll work. Drew McIntyre. Oh man, it's like you when you know you fucked up, you know it. And he definitely.
I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall backstage when fucking Drew comes walking up to him.
God.
How does that happen?
Here comes Vince McFlaps.
No morality, no morose. Yeah, and also when the Fiend was trying to like get queued up for whatever interference running that he was doing, you could see him running in the background and hopping over the rail, which I don't have a link for, but yeah, let me see if I can find it here.
I still, anytime that anything like that happens with Bray Wyatt, I always think back to watching that house show where he came out, and as soon as the lights jumped out, you could just see him sprinting up the fucking ramp like a lunatic, with the fucking belt as well, like flapping away, like just so he could stand up on the stage for the at the end.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it here. Hold on. Is this it? Let's see. Hold on. Okay, yeah, you can see it in the background kind of on this, and they get a close up of it on that. Like as soon as Orton drops AJ for the DDT, they did a camera cut, and then you can see in the background where the Fiend's like rolling into position here, basically. Crazy.
Oh yeah.
God. So that happened.
Yeah. I see I'm missing some good stuff on Raw these days then.
Yeah, clearly.
Quality stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Anything else you guys wanna add before we get out of here?
what were you going to say about AEW?
Oh yeah, the Taz breaking out the Taz mission on Cody Rhodes. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because Taz wanted the FTW belt to be officially recognized by the company, and he wasn't going to leave the ring until somebody from management basically certified the belt to be recognized. And Cody Rhodes comes trotting out, and he's like, just we're done here. Go in the back already. And he's like, no, I'm not going anywhere. I want this belt to be recognized and whatnot. And then they get into like a huge pissing contest about stuff like that. And then eventually Cody brings up the fact that his son, was it Hook? Hook? Okay, yeah. He's being trained by, why is he being trained by me and not by you? And Taz is like, all right, you've crossed the line. You went too far. You went too far. He goes to leave the ring. Instead of leaving the ring, he just hooks the Taz mission in, which was pretty fucking great, I thought.
I'm sorry, did you say that he crossed the line?
He did. There's crossing the line, Beans, and then there's crossing the line. He definitely crossed the line. What else happened on? Hold on, real quick.
Do you know, I remember there was a time when the only thing that I was pretty much angry with in wrestling was Mike Tenay.
Oh, how times were simpler.
A time before Mojo Rawley.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh. There's also Tony Schiavone's hot pink pants.
Yeah, what was that about?
I don't know. He said it was a specific color here. Hold on, let me see.
Cerise? Fuchsia?
It was just for the record, the pants were wild geranium.
Geranium, okay.
If I could cut to it here real quick. Yeah, there we are. Because like they honestly stole the scene. I was like, what the hell?
They did. Because it doesn't match anything else he's wearing.
No.
People have been joking for the last 6 months that on a Zoom call you don't have to wear any trousers. You can just have nothing on under there. Just dress the top half. It's so much easier. He was going to be in the ring. If you sat behind the booth, the commentator booth behind the table, that's fine. Wear pink pants. It's all good. Wild geranium, whatever. If you're going to be doing a contract signing, that's totally overshadowed the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a good segment though. They did the new Kenny Omega entrance with the silhouette, and then had Moxley attacking from behind in shadow.
Oh, that was absolutely beautiful. And yeah, that segment was pretty great. I'm not a fan of the cleaner of Kenny Omega or just Omega in general on TV, but something tells me I think he's winning the belt at Revolution, or sorry, Winter is Coming next week, which is what they're calling the special event. What else happened here, real quick? Yeah, that was just pretty much it. That was really the main takeaways. Oh, also, Abaddon coming for the belt and scaring the hell out of Hikaru Shida. So that was pretty cool too. So, yeah. Anything else before we get out of here? We are at
just going back before we were saying about Billy Kay, just running around SmackDown with a resume for some reason.
Oh no.
Natalia actually posted up the copy of the resume on Twitter.
God.
There's something that's jumped out at me here.
What?
So I haven't read very far in, but bullet point number 4, under her WWE Superstar section, says she trained extensively 200 hours per week for upcoming competitions to perform at top level.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I've just done some quick maths here.
Wait a minute.
I'm pretty sure there's only 168 hours in a week. Maybe time really does move slower on Raw. I'm not sure about that one.
Somebody doesn't know how to do math.
There was something else I was going to point out, and I've completely lost what it was.
Is it dynamic listening?
Yeah.
Not of that, actually, it was something else. Bear with me 1 minute. Talk on yourselves for a second.
Nice. Monitor competitor activities to assess strategies and gain advantages in future matches. Because it's a shoot.
Yeah. That was it, yeah. So we talked about Raw, obviously, being a slow 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, even that's not enough.
Oh no.
They still, believe it or not, they still actually produce main event.
Yeah.
Oh god,
well,
I thought you were going to say that we're going to make it 4 hours.
Well, they might well be doing that, believe it or not.
Didn't they put like a Jeff Hardy? Was it Jeff Hardy and Ricochet or something, or
this week's
Mustafa Ali?
This week's main event, as in the show, not the actual
main event. Main event.
Featured Miss TV with Retribution showing up and getting involved, and they had a bit of a thing. A match between Jeff Hardy and Ricochet, which was interrupted by Elias. And then that was the main event, Jeff Hardy and Ricochet. And apparently it was a very good match. Why isn't this on Raw? Why isn't any of this on Raw itself? Why is it on main event, the show literally nobody watches?
Because they want people to watch it.
Too much important stuff on no time.
And also, Drew Gulak is wearing the gobbledygook outfit.
Oh yeah, that was the thing on the pre-shows. The only title change of Survivor Series was the 24/7 title.
Yeah, and it's Drew Gulak.
Billie Kay's resume here has a section about her time as the women's tag team champion, and it's just shitting all over Peyton Royce.
God.
Maintain poise, optimism, and bounce back quickly after mistakes to show co-champion how to respond to negative situations. Challenged co-champion to get better and work harder by constructively confronting negativity, pessimism, and laziness.
Jesus.
Yeah, great. Couple of other things. But
I'm wondering, that phone number's clearly not real, but do you reckon the email address is?
Well, the email address is spelt wrong.
Of course it is, yeah, I didn't realise that. Yeah. So there you go.
Unless someone at corporate thinks she's actually called Billy with a Y. Maybe.
Do you reckon it's a bit of a rib, and there's actually someone called Billy K working in the office?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Being bombarded by 13-year-olds.
With dick pics.
God.
By email. That's so 90s.
I reckon that's the default email format for WWE.
It could be.
Might
If you
try
just
it.
change it to Billy with an IE, it might work.
I was thinking more like Vince McMahon. Oh.
At WWE Corp. Probably.
Wouldn't surprise me if it was going somewhere.
Let's do a quick search for it and see if it.
I'd
Gets
laugh
picked
if you
up
sent him
everywhere.
an email and you just got one back and just said, "Fuck you."
You're from Liverpool. Fuck off.
WWE Corporate Adam.Hopkins, that works. Robert.Zimmerman, that works.
Well, when I've had emails off the guy who's
Try one to triple.h.
Triple died. No, apparently it's just Vince. Of course, it doesn't have a surname. Vince at WWEcorp.com.
Vince,
Apparently,
yeah.
is his address.
when the guy who sorts out the tickets for us when we've been to the shows, his email address is, I can't remember his name now, but it's something at WWE Corp.
Yeah.
Wonder if it's like that shirt that he came out. It'll be triple.hhh at WWEcorp.com.
So many usernames like that in the late 90s as well.
I was gonna say, it sounds like I think my AOL email address was 888-1987.
If I was Triple H, I'd demand my official corporate email to be King of Kings.
Surely his one's Paul Levesque, isn't it? Paul Levesque.
Best for business at WWE Corp. Michael Coles will be vintage.
Vintage big dog.
Ugh.
Oh, the Chief.
The chief. Horrible chief.
Is that
Cole's
it?
Twitter handle should be
Is there anything
at
else?
listen here, fuckhead.
God, that was such a fucking great thing. Anything else?
That's his secret Twitter. At fuckhead.
Speaking of fuckheads,
Oh.
Alberto Del Rio.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, God.
Former WWE star Alberto Del Rio was arrested back in May for an alleged sexual assault on a woman and was recently indicted by a grand jury in San Antonio, Texas for aggravating kidnapping. Yeah. So apparently an ex-girlfriend of Del Rio's wrote on Instagram an apology to the Rodriguez Del Rio family for the damages caused by my mistakes. Yeah, there was something like not too long ago where he was trying to deny like things happening and trying to also blame like Paige or something for like the abusive relationship and whatnot. And I saw Renee. I didn't see it because it was written like the article's by like Ryan Satin or something, or he was commenting on like a TMZ article, and she replied to him saying, that guy can fuck off forever or something like that. I was like, ha! I love Renee.
Good for her.
Yeah. That's just seems like Del Rio's an awful human being. So
Seems to be. Every
Yeah.
news that comes out about him just gets worse and worse.
yeah. And Beans, you actually met him.
Well,
Not to put you on the spot or anything like that.
I didn't exactly meet him like he was sat on the table next to me in an IOP.
Yeah.
Wait, what? What?
Yeah, when we was in, it was after the Hall of Fame
Yeah.
in New Orleans.
Sorry.
And he was
I thought,
quite,
didn't you?
yeah.
I thought you.
Well, what
Sorry.
did you think? What did you think of it?
I thought you said IOP.
Oh.
I thought you
IOP?
done some kind of operation.
Yeah, sort him after my IOP.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in bed next to me.
Okay, IHOP makes more sense now. Carry on.
It might not have been him because I just had an IOP, so you know what I mean. But yeah,
Did you
he
say
was
anything? Did you introduce yourself?
No,
Hi,
no,
I'm Beans
'cause
on Toast, but you already knew that?
No, he was being mithered. He was with other people, and he was being mithered by like a lot of people in there. And I kind of caught his eye just as we were talking, and I just nodded kind of thing as if to say, like hello kind of thing, but not like pester him. And he just nodded back, and then I can't remember. I put something on Twitter just saying it was good to see him, kind of thing. Because at the time I didn't think he was a bad guy.
I was a big fan. I like the guy.
Then he smacked a woman. What else?
Jesus. But yeah, just put on saying like I noticed he was being absolutely pestered in the thing while he was trying to eat some food. But it was good to see him and nice that he like gave a nod kind of thing, and he actually tweeted back and said thanks, which I thought, oh, that's quite cool. Pretty much been downhill since then, to be honest.
Yeah.
Also, apparently, Dwayne Gilbert suffered a heart attack recently. He seems to be doing all right.
Oh God.
Recovering well, according to James Ellsworth.
It's James Ellsworth.
Yeah.
That
James Ellsworth.
That sounds like kayfabe news. That can't be.
No. He cut like a video promo on Twitter and whatnot. And
Did he have like the Brooklyn Brawler with him and
No.
like Peter Avalon nearby?
Gilbert, I think, was supposed to be like the guy that got Ellsworth into wrestling or whatever, like a trainer, I think, or something like that. Like those two actually have a connection.
Strangely, that makes sense in a weird way.
Yeah. I'm not seeing too many other headlines here. According to Fightful, WWE will be getting access to Tropicana Field this weekend to begin the Thunderdome construction. Site noted that the company is expecting a much longer setup than they had for the Amway Center, possibly even twice as long. This time, the December 7th Raw is expected to be supposed to be the final show at the Amway Center. Then 11th on that SmackDown will be the first show at Tropicana Field. Dave Meltzer noted that what we've been told is that the stadium is huge and the sound is awful. Maybe he can pipe stuff in and control that aspect.
Well, they'd do that anyway.
I was just going to say,
people there.
Yeah, they're not going to have anyone there, so it don't really make much difference, does it?
Meltzer also added that a colony of pigeons have been living in the dome's roof.
Fuck's sake, is this news?
Apparently. I mean, this is
fucking turned into Bill Oddie.
Bill Oddie. You watch a bird watching show with Bill Oddie and he's going to talk about nesting pigeons. This isn't even what I watch you for.
Yeah, I think we can get out of here.
I'm a bit behind on Observer News, but Dave mentioned moving to Tropicana Field, but he said they're going to move to St. Petersburg. I thought, bloody hell, it's gone that bad? They have to go to Russia? Turns out there's a St. Petersburg in Florida.
Yeah.
Who knew? Not me.
Who knew, indeed.
Apparently it's just as cold, though.
Oh, really?
No, it's Florida.
Yeah, I mean that
Got
would
him.
be stupid. I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, let's get out of here. I think that'll wrap that up. We'll be back next week, hopefully, with some finally. I think this is like finally a break from like all the pay-per-view stuff happening. So unless there's one that you're just gonna spring upon me.
There's a takeover next week.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Is that true?
As far as I'm concerned, that's not canon with what we do.
Oh, they've moved War Games back. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's. Isn't that what? No, I guess not. Never mind. I was gonna say Blood and Guts or something that.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, we'll be back next week with whatever is happening, and we'll talk about it. Hopefully, you guys will be here to listen. So until then, have a great one. We'll see you next week, and stay safe and all that. Take care.